My name is Beth Palmer, and I am running for Speaker of the House. I am so excited and so lucky to even have the opportunity to make this speech tonight. My experiences in CS40 have made my already amazing first year as a WashU Bear even more incredible. I am the current Vice President of the Wayman Crow College Council and have had the privilege to help lead the organizing of fun programs for the Dardick and Emerald residents. I attend assembly meetings every week where I report on my council's upcoming events, listen and learn from other council's ideas, review and vote on fundraising requests, and get to wear some pretty crazy outfits. And as a member of the Internal Operations Committee, IOC, I have thoroughly read and proposed amendments to the CS40 Constitution. My experiences this year have been extraordinary, and I would work diligently and passionately to even better your experiences as South 40 residents. If elected as Speaker, I hope to create an even more unified community of the approximately 3,000 residents on the South 40. My first big initiative would be to make at least one program each semester in every event calendar a mandatory co-programming event. I am very enthusiastic about res colleges working together, something we do at Assembly every Tuesday night. Co-programming is definitely cost-effective, but more importantly, it promotes more participation and gets residents out of their res college bubbles and meeting more of their neighbors. I also hope to work closely with the Director of Finance and the Director of Public Relations to develop more sustainable yet extensive publicity, including email, upcoming events boards, and more publicized information about CS40 as a resource for outside student group funding, in an attempt to promote both participation and awareness. I am an energetic person, and I am so enthusiastic about Congress, its super spirit, and the extraordinary successes CS40 has had this year. Although I am a Crow now, I would be honored if you Giraffes, Pirates, Kings, Whales, and all of the other South 40 residents, who I can't name in 5 seconds, will elect me to be part of your Res College families too. Thank you very much.
What do you see as the biggest failure in CS40 this year, and how would you improve it?
Well, I would first like to say that I really don't think CS40 has been a failure. I have loved this year, but some things that we can work on. I definitely think participation has been lacking in some areas, not only with participation with South 40 in general, but even in some of the meetings, my smaller college council meetings and assembly. The real way to get people to participate is to participate yourself. So if you are a leader in CS40, it is very necessary that you come to meetings, and we need to really make that known. And then also with participation in the greater CS40, I think we need to do a little bit more with publicity in major places on the 40, perhaps Sofoho, Ursa's, maybe having an upcoming events board. People go to those places to eat, they're there, they want to see what we're doing for them. Email also is really great. I know I compulsively check my email like every 5 minutes. So I think that people checking their email a lot would be a really great way. It's also very sustainable. So, any of those.
What's your opinion on the relationship between CS40 and class councils? And if elected, how do you see yourself furthering them?
Yeah, I think CS40 and SU really work together, and I've seen that this year. CS40 has more focus on programming, whereas SU, in my understanding, is programming in addition to legislation. So I think that working together, we can try to put those legislation and programming. I also know that at the beginning of the year, a couple of class council members had come to assembly meetings. I think that's really great because it's always good that we know what they're doing, and I don't know if any of assembly members went to those meetings, and if that is possible, but I think that that would be great because both really big student governments groups should be working together, programming and legislation.
Right. Jennifer?
Part of being an exec is being able to relate in a concise way to people who don't know what CS40 is, our mission. So, and we call it an elevator speech. So if you had to give an elevator speech about the mission of CS40, what would it be?
I think that CS40 is focused on making residents on the South 40 live at a family and a second home. We're trying to really appeal to first the freshmen because a lot of times that transition into freshman year is really hard. So on my college council, we're really trying to connect with each resident. I know one of our college council members gave a Valentine's Day card to the people on their floor, and that's what we really want. We want people to feel like they are involved and that they have a family here, especially coming in as a freshman. So I think definitely making sure that people feel like they are involved and a part of what we're doing here.
Right, Ashley?
So you said you want to require college councils to co-program, and I really hate to come in here and be a negative Nancy, but college councils within the same organization of CS40 working together is not exactly co-programming by definition, but rather SU student groups and maybe college councils or CS40 in general working together would be co-programming. So how do you plan to encourage that and reach out to the student group presidents?
Okay, absolutely. First, we need to make sure that we can work together within our actual Congress. I know that some people tried to co-program with other res colleges, and it wasn't really effective at first, so we need to get that down. Once we can work together within the other college councils, then it's definitely important that we work with class council and SU and other organizations on the other part of campus, not just the 40, because we're really trying to appeal to the greater WashU community. We want freshmen and sophomores to feel involved in the entire campus. So yeah, first we need to work at our roots, and then we can move to the bigger organizations outside.
All right, that's all the time we have for questions.